Bikers are seen by many as outlaws of society, living by their own rules and answering to nobody. We wanted to look past this stereotypical image, searching for the truth about what's been described as a culture within a culture, one supposedly filled with sex, drugs and violence. We met with a wide cross-section of people and clubs associated with the bike scene in the southwest to find out what being a biker means to them.
I've been riding bikes for about 30 years now.
All my life really, just from little scooters and mopeds from about 13, 14.
I've been riding about 25 years. Started just with field bikes and then progressed from there.
I've been riding 17 years now.
Since I was 16. I'm 41 now.
Probably about 10 years.
Since about 16.
I was just a child and I saw motorbikes and thought that looks like a good idea, and it went on from there.
Just like riding bikes, having fun. Just, don't like cars really.
Initially, just something to do because I lived out in the country and a lot of the guys used to ride in the fields, and now both of us are into the club side of it, so I class it as we're bikers as opposed to motorcyclists. It's a lifestyle rather than just hobby.
Good and bad. Just sort of some people frown upon it because that old school sort of image, I suppose. Apart from that, yeah, I do sort of meet a lot of people, got a lot of good friends.
Keeps us busy.
Yeah. I don't know, you do look at life in a different way. I mean, a lot of people are anti-bike or anti-bikers, especially club bikers. And as I said, for us, it's a lifestyle as opposed to, it's like some of the guys, it's just a hobby. It is a totally different way of life.
But, lifestyle-wise, I'm not like a Hell's Angel. I just ride bikes, enjoy them, and help others get on the road.
Again, it's down to the media more than anything else. Media always they still live in the past, and it's the old, well, bikers are always trouble. But as you say, you go to anywhere where a landlord has bikers in his pub and that, and he preferred bikers to merely anybody else.
Well, we do a lot of work for charity. Don't like to talk about it, but yeah, we do. So, a lot of bikers do a lot of good things for a lot of good causes. But it's just, I suppose because of the way they look, people sort of tend to shun it a little bit.
Every bike group, from mods on their scooters through to Harley Davidsons, there's so many different groups involved in raising money for charity, but people don't know about it.
We went along to this year's Plymouth Mega Ride to see how many bikers actually get involved in the charity events. Thousands from all over the southwest gathered at Lee Mill Industrial Estate with the purpose of raising money for a variety of good causes. In huge numbers, they then rode down the A38 towards the city centre. After the Mega Ride, we met with event organiser Kenny McCrave to find out a little bit more about the history of the event.
Well, the Mega Ride was started 13 years ago, and it was just a small charity ride out to raise money for local charities, and it's grown every year to the present state where it's getting pretty big. It's the biggest UK charity organised ride out. Nobody counts the exact numbers because they're coming in so thick and fast. The first year there was 400 bikes turned up, and now we're into the many thousands. There's all sorts of events, starting from your local club ride out through to World Superbike, British Superbike Racing. Go onto the internet, search engine, put bike meets, bike groups, and see what comes up.
We met bikers from all walks of life during our time at Plymouth Mega Ride. There was representation from various backpatch motorcycle clubs, including one of the most prominent in the southwest, the Aquila. Formed in 1974, Aquila have grown to become one of the most respected clubs in the southwest. We visited Living Arts Tattoo Studio in Plymouth, owned by the club, to speak to their president and one of their members to find out what it means to be a part of what the media portray as biker gangs.
Well, I think it's the Aquila for this part of the country. Yeah, this is where the top club down here. There's lots of other really good clubs in England, and lots of bigger clubs, But I think everybody down this part of the woods gets along with each other anyway, About 19 years, I think. It took me. I always wanted to be president from when I first joined at 19. I think it took me 5 years to become president, and I can't answer the second question really. Just be a nice bloke, I think.
Just, to be a loyal, righteous man, and, just look after your brothers. You are your brother's keeper, you've got a group of men who stand your ground, whatever, 24/7, for always.
Just 24/7, really. 24/7 on a word, on a phone call, really.
It's just like loads of different, bike shows, food, fairground rides. Just like a big fun fair for bikers, really.
Having spoken with Lee, we were intrigued to find out more about bike rallies. We headed down to Calstock in Cornwall for the Calstock Regatta and Bike Show. What we found when we arrived was a gathering of bikers from all over the UK, brought together by their love of motorbikes and a desire to meet like-minded people. Calstock locals appeared to embrace the event, welcoming hordes of bikers into their small Cornish village and even taking part in the festivities themselves. Having witnessed the family-orientated side of the scene, it was time to get bikers' opinions on the way their culture is perceived by others.